Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the DC Collectibles action figure of Felicity Smoak from Arrow. While I think there have been more exciting figures in the Arrow line, I do think that it'd be foolish on DC Collectibles' part to not make a Felicity figure, because she is a fan favorite, and I'm sure there are plenty of fans that are excited to have a figure of her, because she's such an important role in the show. I'm one of those fans, and I don't normally like plainclothes action figures in a line full of superheroes, but she's an exception because she's such an awesome character. Now, she comes with very few accessories, like really barely any. She comes with these alternate pair of grip hands, and that's it. She doesn't even come with anything to grip, like nothing, but I guess you can put those grip hands on her and have her grip the Arrow's junk. I don't know. But the figure itself is pretty good, although there are a few limitations with the articulation, which we'll get into. Like, as far as I can tell, and I've twisted her quite a bit, there's no mid-torso cut there. But that's actually kind of good, because from here up it's a solid like plastic material, and then here it's like a soft kind of rubbery, kind of vinyl-y soft rubber material. So if you turned her, you know, the length of her, like the width of her waistline would then be poking out on the side. It wouldn't look human, it would look weird. So it maintains her waist and hips by not having the articulation. But you do get like a ball hinge shoulder, and then very limited range of motion at the elbows. Like not a full, like interesting like 45 degrees, just like a little you do get a swivel and a hinge at the wrist, and then her head has, you know, decent range of motion as far as like turning side to side and then like looking a little bit down, but you get a good tilt. Like there's a ball joint in there, just, you know, not amazing range of motion, but decent. And then you get to her legs, where you get the double knee joint and then the hinge at the ankle. It's a swivel, and it does pivot forward and back. And then there is, pardon the upskirt shot, but there is a mid-thigh cut, so you do get to be able to like invert her knees if you need to. But even though her legs go forward and back, there's not a huge range of motion. You can't really get them to go out, because the sculpt does kind of limit the articulation. But the sculpt on this is what really sells the figure. There's like a little wrinkle to the fabric on her skirt. Like her top shirt, blouse, whatever, has like nice little like wrinkling by the buttons and boob area. Same thing with the shoulders, so you do get a real sense of like shirt fabric. And props to DC Collectibles for making a figure in heels that can, you know, actually stand. Now, if we get to her head, see, to me one of the things that's awesome about this figure is the head sculpt is decent. I'm saying awesome and decent in the same sentence because DC Collectibles hasn't had that much luck with likenesses, and sometimes their likenesses are just completely off, like Arrow and Flash, but they did a good job with like her mouth. Like the corner of her mouth has these little like lines right at the edge of her lips, and I think they did a good job with like her nose and her lips. The eyes leave something to be desired, but I like that you can kind of see her eyeballs through the lenses. You don't always get that with toys. You get these crappy plastic glasses where you can't see anything, but the hairline looks good, the ponytail looks good. I like the way they handled the ponytail in the back. But the glasses don't look bulky or like obtrusive on the figure. Like they seem like a good fit. And again, I think they did a good job with the mouth. Like from far away, from this scale, you get that it's Felicity, which I can't say about some of the other figures in the Arrow and Flash line. But like on the whole, like for a boring plainclothes figure, I like this. And again, I'm using the word boring and like in the same sentence, but I dig this. As a fan, this is pretty cool. Thanks for watching.